I remember when my awakening began, I had no idea what was happening to me. I was starting to have these powerful experiences. My beliefs were changing, my identity was changing, my level of awareness was changing, and I literally thought I was either going crazy or going through some kind of a midlife crisis. I started to see the world differently. I started to see myself differently. I started to identify with different belief systems, and I noticed that the identity that I clung on to for many years of my life no longer fit the person that I was becoming. I was starting to see things from a more loving perspective, a more God-centered perspective, a more purpose-driven perspective, and some of the people and belief systems and things from my former life no longer fit me. Then I started to have these really powerful spiritual experiences that couldn't be explained to anyone I knew in my close circle. Powerful visions and dreams that would sometimes come true. I started to see signs and synchronicities all around me. I started to have big realizations about the cosmos and our place in it. I started to go back to my childhood and trace back all of the things that led me to that moment in time, why certain things had happened, and I had big epiphanies about where my patterns and behaviors came from and how I came to be the way that I was. Next, I started feeling this deep sense of ecstasy and bliss and peace that I had never known in my entire life. And it all came from our Creator. I started feeling this oneness with nature, like nature was speaking to me. I would go out into the woods and go for a hike, and I would see animals and little signs and just little things that told me I was not alone. And then the most profound thing happened. After several months of being in this state of going through these spiritual experiences, powerful realizations, I started to remember who I was. I realized I had forgotten who I was. And the problem with that is that I started to feel like I no longer belonged in my old life. Like I didn't really fit in anywhere. Not with the people that I was surrounded with, not in the job that I was in, not with the belief systems I had formerly held. And this was really scary. I remember asking myself, where are my people at? Where are the other people like me who are also going through this? For the first several months of my awakening, I was really scared to tell anybody I knew in my closest circle about the experiences that I was having. The dreams and visions would have sounded crazy to them. And in fact, I did try sharing some of the experiences that I had and was only met with judgment and criticism or disbelief. And so I stopped sharing because it didn't feel safe. They weren't going through it, so they couldn't possibly understand. And that's when I realized that I needed to find other people like me. I needed to find people who could normalize my experience, who had also been through it before, and who could walk alongside me and tell me I wasn't crazy, and tell me that the things that were happening to me were all part of the experience. This is what makes the beginning stages of your awakening so difficult. It's because you're having these life-changing realizations, spiritual experiences, powerful visions and dreams, signs and synchronicities, and yet you have no one to tell them to. You have no one to share them with. It can really feel very lonely and isolating. So because you have no one to share them with, you start searching online for answers. You start watching YouTube videos. You start listening to podcasts and reading books and searching everywhere for the one thing that you actually need, and that is for another human being to tell you, hey, look, I have been through what you're going through. I understand it, and you're not going crazy. This is why after 3 years of intensive inner work, psychotherapy, healing, and spiritual development, I decided that it was time for me to share my gifts and wisdom and all that I had learned to help others who are going through the similar thing. God actually first called me to take the first step of writing my awakening story down. He said, you have to tell this story, and you have to tell it right now. And so I did. After I wrote my book and told my awakening story and all the events that led to the moment of my awakening, then God said to me, April, you are meant to be a light in this world. You are meant to guide others who have gone through this experience of awakening and show them how you made it through the dark. Show them the steps you took to heal and find yourself again. He said, I want you to create an online class that walks people step by step through the stages of awakening and tells them exactly what to expect at each stage and how they can overcome some of these challenges that you have overcome. And so I did that too. Lastly, God said to me, April, the Great Awakening has begun, and you are part of this mission on earth to help others remember who they are and to guide them back to their true, authentic selves. I want you to use your business, your social media platforms, and your community to help others move through this process of awakening and to find themselves again. And so I listened, and here we are. My friends, I will tell you this, the time is now. The awakening has begun on the planet, and if you are one of the souls who felt like I did, lost, confused, no one to turn to, then I am here to guide and support you. This is what I have been called to do. This is my purpose. I am here to help you make sense of it all, and I would be honored to work with you. We are in this together, and we are here to create a new world. Love you.